Welcome, Raider Nation and my champions. And I'll tell you what, there is a lot to unpack right now as far as what's going on here with the game. Uh, we're currently, on my feed, I'm about 30 seconds off, so they're kicking the field goal. They got the field goal. 14-10 Baltimore at halftime. And hi, Sandy B. Thanks for joining me. My Life DIY, thank you again. Sorry, football time. Yeah, I tried to time it right for halftime, so I just want to go through halftime. Thank you for the shirt comment. Just want to go through halftime. Like I normally do, what I like to do is I will go through what I call the rundown here. So you see right here. So this is going to be the topics that we're going to be talking about, and you can put your comments in the comment section. And I will be taking a look at those, and we can talk about those during the Q&A session. So first off, I want to talk about what I normally talk about, the good and the bad and the ugly right here. And I call it 3, 2, 1. So I was going to try to be optimistic and give 3 good things, 2 bad things, and 1 ugly thing. So I kind of mixed it up a little bit. I only went with 2 good things so far of what I've seen. And first of all, it's Max Crosby. Obviously, Mad Max is having a heck of a game. He had 1 sack, 1 big pressure. He got Lamar Jackson. I think it was on a fumble. I don't think they credited him with the 2nd sack on that one. But essentially, you could probably call that a tackle for loss. He ran him down, only got 2 yards. Yes, Wesley John, we'll get into that right now. So we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So some of the things I've seen as far as this first half goes. And then the trenches. I think the front 4, for the most part, have done pretty well against Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. And then the offensive line, for the most part, I do have 1 comment coming up in the next segment here. But I would say specifically the bookends. Now, Leatherwood did kind of get schooled there in that 1 play by Justin Houston. Other than that, they've done pretty well as far as keeping Carr safe. I know they got another sack there late in the first half. That was more of a coverage sack. That took a long time, so I'm not going to necessarily ding the offensive line for that. As far as the bad, Andre James, the holding call, and then that misplaced snap got us out of field goal range, and then Derek Carr. I don't know what the hell is going on with Derek Carr. Does he know that there are other receivers other than Darren Waller on the team? I don't know. You tell me. It looks like he started finding some people, and then Ruggs got hurt trying to run a route. Ugh. And then the last one I put here, Corey friggin' Littleton. I mean, he was the cause of that 4th down rushing touchdown. Totally over pursuing. He's over pursuing a couple other players. I've been watching him. A lot of his apologists like to say, well, he didn't know where he was doing with Paul Gunther because Gunther's system had everybody going everywhere. He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing right now. So I'm tired of the excuses for this guy. Free agent with the Rams, totally overrated. Mr. I can cover George Kittle. I don't think he can cover a cold right now. He overruns. He can't even make a tackle on a running play. So, and then the ugly. I've got to say it. It's John Gruden, and by far it's John Gruden. And yeah, Wesley John said KJ's getting owned. He got owned on 1 play by Sammy Watkins on a crossing route that I saw. He did make that 4th down play. So, I mean, Sammy Watkins isn't a slow guy either. So, even at his age, so to speak. But the ugly has to go with John Gruden, and this is why. This first team did not take a single snap in the preseason. It looks like Gus Bradley has the defense better suited to play than Chucky does with the offense. All over the place, no timing. Like I said, Derek Carr is overthrowing players left and right. It's just not in sync. And I know, people are going to get injured. You got to play some. or else you get this when the real games start. So I don't really understand that all along. Yeah, Jay Oaks. Yeah, Casey Hayward could. What I've seen so far, pretty good. You hear some static. How about that? Is that better? Give me 1 sec. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. I think I twisted the cord here just briefly. So if you can hear me now, just let me know. And I'll continue. Let me see 1 second real quick. Testing. Yeah, OBS is showing it, showing my volume. So we look like we're good now. So let's get back to this. As far as the keys to the game, first off, containing Lamar Jackson. I think we're doing a pretty good job with that. I'll give it a B plus. Not quite an A. He is scrambling. He did scramble on that second touchdown pass. I think that's more so on Merrick letting Hollywood Brown go there. But I think overall we're doing a pretty good job with him. The other one's Mark Andrews. Not much there for him, really, to be honest with you. So I think overall, I think the defense is playing well enough to win this game, to be honest with you. It's the offense. The offense looks in shambles, honestly. I did put Waller as a key to the game, but I didn't mean to throw it to him every friggin' time. They've been doubling him up. That means somebody's singled. Where are the other guys? I mean, we did start doing that more about middle of the second half. And then same thing with Drake out in the flat. That was a nice little play. He's good at doing that. Why can't we do that more? We have to wait for a quarter and a half to get this done. Again, this is on John Gruden, and we've been seeing this before. We saw this last year where it takes him a long time, if at all, to make any adjustments, and it's ridiculous. The defense is playing better. The offense needs to get it in gear. As far as recap, I just wanted to kind of go over some of these. Now, the Buccaneers. Now, a lot of people say the Cowboys were great in that game. I didn't think they were that good. I think the rookies, I did do a video on that previewing the game. I did think the rookies on defense did step up. Micah Parsons looked good. He looks like he's already NFL ready. It's a shame he didn't fall to us, to be honest with you. But, I mean, the Buccaneers turned the ball over 4 times. They barely won. But they were pretty much in control the whole game. Falcons are a complete trash. I didn't watch all these games. I had it on Red Zone, so I see little blurbs here and there. I watched a lot of the Steelers-Bills game. Very impressed with both sides. The Steelers were kind of stalemated there. Couldn't get anything going on offense, kind of like with us. But they kind of came back. The defense, that big punt block for a touchdown, and they won the game. Good game overall. Vikings-Bengals, both absolute trash. I've been talking about the Vikings being garbage in the preseason, and it just continues forward. The Bengals aren't that good anyway, but it looks like they might have something with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Hey, Lobo, how you doing? Let's go back. 49ers, Lions. 49ers dominated the game. Lions kind of came back and tried to make it close, but not that good. Just probably wasn't even worth talking about. Let's see. J Oak says the Mariota call was crazy, man. Loved it. I would have liked him to actually slide, He kind of stumbled. It almost looked like he got hurt. It's almost like every time one of our guys does something, they're coming up limp, gimpy. So Cardinals, Titans. The Cardinals looked for real. Kyler Murray had 5 touchdowns. Chandler Jones had 5 sacks in the game. Absolutely dominated Tennessee in their house. They looked really good. Seahawks looked solid. Tyler Lockett had unbelievable kind of Willie Mays over the shoulder catch. He had 2 touchdowns in the game. Chargers were pretty solid. It looks like the coaching might be the difference. Like I said, Washington's a pretty solid team. So this was kind of a grinding out game. So I heard Anthony Gibson got hurt too, so that's not good for Washington. Oh, sorry about that. The Jets, Panthers, both trash. Absolute joke. Sam Darnold, like I said in my breakout video, a joke. Jags, Texans, I wasn't expecting much from either of these teams, but the Texans looked really well. Cooks had over 130 yards receiving. Crazy. What's up, Safe Moon One? Thanks for coming. Yeah, the Seahawks pretty much had the game in hand. They kind of tried to make it close. Carson Wentz, not real impressed. Browns should have won this game. They choked in the second half. They had the Chiefs on the ropes, didn't put them away. Chiefs came back and won. Kind of a grinding out game. Patriots are probably a middle of the road team. I think they get a lot more press because of Belichick. It is what it is. But Miami did win. This one, the Packers and Saints. Oh boy. And I've said that before. I do believe it looked like Aaron Rodgers was throwing that game. I mean, he threw one pass. It looked like a punt. So it's ridiculous. But Winston had 5 touchdowns in the game. So fantasy owners, take note. Broncos solid. They got Bridgewater in there. Giants aren't that good anyway. They do have a good interior defensive line. Didn't run the ball too well. Denver didn't, obviously, because of that Gordon touchdown. He had 100 yards, but 70 on the touchdown. That was an outside run. So I do think the Broncos are solid, which worries me all the more in the division. And then Sunday night game, Bears did not look very good. The offensive line is not good, and the Rams defensive line, they can rush the passer very easily. So not only that, there were a couple of huge bombs in that game. One to Van Jefferson, and then the other to Cooper Kupp, but like all alone. So they got a lot of problems with the Bears. And then I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of rumblings going to Justin Fields as well. And I would agree with that, given that the Rams or the Bears offensive line is just horrific. And I mean, I don't think Andy Dalton's going to survive the season. So one way or another, Fields is going to be playing. So we're going to be going to the second half here. I'm just coming on just for halftime, roughly. Maybe we'll go over a little bit, but I'm not going to come through the whole game. Hey, Dominique, how you doing? Thanks for coming. So I'm going to put out a full review of the game either tomorrow or Wednesday. It's going to depend if I can get it out tomorrow. Obviously, with the Monday night game, everything's kind of offset a day. So anyway, I think we're at the point where we can have some Q&A. If you guys want to talk about the game, what you guys have seen so far. If you agree with me as far as my good, bad, and ugly list, I think there's a lot of. I think the Raiders looked a little bit better in the second half. I mean, at the 14-0 point, of course, it's a tradition for Raider fans you're gonna have to get something to drink. This is Modelo Pina Picante Chelada, so it's okay. But you definitely need something to watch the Raiders play, especially with Gruden at the helm. I said it last year. I'm not seeing any difference here. So the second half is kicking off. I'm not going to stay for the whole game, but if you guys want to talk a little bit, we can, and I'll cut this off. So Coors Light, Silver Bullet. Safe Moon said the Browns did choke on that one. It's what they do. Yes. I would recommend it. There's a YouTube channel called Quantrell Bishop. If you don't know him, he used to go by El Presador, YouTuber guy, and he's a big Browns fan. He's friggin' hilarious. He came on after the game. He showed that he broke his golf club against one of his pillars in his house or something. So Yeah, I see it's back on. So I'll take. We'll do some Q&A discussions here if you want, but I'm not going to stay for the whole game. I'd rather you guys watch the game on a keep you busy there. But I just kind of wanted to go over what I thought about the game and I want to hear what you guys think about this game and what you guys think the Raiders can do to win this game. And if you think they can even come back and win this game. I know it's only a 4-point deficit. Baltimore does have the ball here, and they are starting to move the ball a little bit. We'll see. Wesley John says, Carr was finding Renfro there at the end. Hope to see him get more relaxed. Yeah. And again, I think this goes back to Gruden not properly preparing the team, honestly. And you got to get these guys out there in the preseason. Their excuse was, well, we had scrimmages with the Rams, and that's all we needed. Apparently not. Apparently that's not all you needed, because the offense was out of sync for at least a quarter plus. So, hey, Dark Wolf's Den Show, thanks for checking in. Appreciate you coming in. Play calling on offense is absolute. Yep. Doo-doo. I would have to agree with that. But he is audible. He is audibling a lot too. So, yeah, the Ravens tried to go deep with Andrews. That's not going to really work. I would be worried. See, this is the whole thing. I mean, the Ravens are a good team. I'm not knocking them at all. They're a perennial playoff team, but their running backs are hurt. They don't really have a possession receiver. They had Rashad Bateman. He was going to be the X, and he's out for the year. They got Lamar Jackson. I mean, we should be doing better. Honestly, we should be doing better. And we need to move it around on offense, not target one guy the whole friggin' game. Great halftime show. I'll be here every week. Gonna go catch the game. Thanks a bunch. Well, thank you for coming, Wesley John. I appreciate it. Does anybody else have any questions about the game? Facts. J-Oak says facts. Yeah, it is facts. And, again, the defense is, I stopped by Chat Sports before the game, because they do a live stream the entire game. And it's like just standing there listening to him, oh, they got first down. It's like, well, I can watch that. I don't see a real point in that. But I think my point is I think that they're going to be getting a little bit better, but I don't know. I think the defense is much improved. A lot of people in there were saying that, the defense looks the same as it did last year under Gunther. I completely disagree. We're getting pressured at the quarterback. That didn't happen last year. We were one of the worst in sacks and pressures last year. Tesla inventor says the updates and opinions. Yeah, 4th and 6. This is what I'm talking about. This defense is a lot better now. I know J.K. Dobbins isn't in there, but still, I mean, the Ravens are still a pretty decent team on offense, even without him. So, hey, Lobo, appreciate you coming. Yeah, the Browns blew it big time, he said. So did Ohio State. I didn't see the Ohio State Oregon game. I just saw the score, and I was like, whoa, what happened there? In the horseshoe? I don't really know what happened there. Like I said, I didn't watch it. So, yeah, well, it's going to be this defense. They've been containing Lamar Jackson. They've been doing a pretty good job overall. Max Crosby, again, pressuring Lamar Jackson. I'm surprised they don't just try to do RPO with him just straight up. They're trying to set him up like a 7-step drop pocket type quarterback. It's not going to work with him. I mean, work to your strengths. The Raiders are all over, or been all over him tonight. So thanks, Tesla investor. Appreciate that. I thought it said inventor. I only had one. It's not even done yet, so it's just a little small on the screen. So if anybody has anything else, we can talk and answer questions. If not, I'm just going to kind of close this out. We can watch the rest of the game. Again, I will be doing a full review video If I can't get it out tomorrow, it'll definitely be by Wednesday. Got to remember to mute while I drink. I don't want to be like somebody else doing videos. It's a biggie. That's what she said. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to close it out here. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you guys coming out and showing up. If you guys like this, I'll keep doing it at half times. Just kind of do a quick summary of what I think about the game and what we need to do to keep a lead or get back into the game. In this case, we're only 4 points down, but still, we haven't looked that good, especially on offense. We need some diversity there. We need to mix it up a little bit, and Gruden basically needs to get his head out of his ass. So that's what I think. So anyway, I appreciate you guys all coming here. Thank you very much, and as always, go Raiders.